Picture this: you're at the beginning of your career, surrounded by brilliant minds in one of the country's top financial firms. That's exactly where Warren Buffett found himself, young, ambitious, and already in a promising job. For most people, this would have been enough. But not for Buffett. He felt a nagging discomfort, an awareness that following the conventional path would only lead to average success. He wanted more. It was this restless drive that pushed him to seek a different path, a path where he could build wealth on his own terms. And that's when he learned a crucial lesson. Wealth isn't built by working hard alone. It's built by making smart decisions. Buffett quickly realized that life is a game of choices, and those choices define the path to wealth. He could stay in his comfortable job, collecting a steady paycheck, or he could step into uncertainty and follow his passion for investing. For most, the first option seems safer. But Buffett understood something that many overlook. Security is an illusion. The real risk lies in staying where you are, never exploring your full potential. This decision wasn't easy. Everyone around him thought he was crazy for leaving a stable career behind. Yet, Buffett trusted his instincts and took the leap. He knew that true wealth begins not with money, but with courage. It's about choosing the less obvious path, even when it feels uncomfortable. Buffett's leap into the world of investing wasn't driven by short-term gains or quick wins. Instead, he adopted a mindset that would set him apart for decades to come: long-term thinking. While others chased immediate profits, Buffett focused on businesses with enduring value. He often says, "The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient." This principle became his compass, guiding every investment decision he made. By thinking long-term, Buffett wasn't just investing in companies, he was investing in the future. He believed that wealth isn't built overnight. It's the result of consistent, calculated decisions made over time. This lesson transformed his approach, turning patience into his greatest ally on the road to wealth. When Buffett began investing, he discovered something extraordinary: the power of compounding. In simple terms, compounding means allowing your investments to grow over time by reinvesting the returns. While many people understand this concept intellectually, few truly grasp its long-term impact. Buffett often says, "My wealth has come from a combination of living in America, some lucky genes, and compound interest." The magic of compounding lies in its exponential nature. In the early years, growth seems slow and insignificant. But as time passes, the results become astonishing. Buffett knew that wealth isn't built by rushing. It's built by staying the course and letting time do its work. He learned to avoid unnecessary risks, focusing instead on consistency. Each investment, no matter how small, had the potential to snowball into something significant over decades. But compounding isn't limited to money alone. Buffett applied the same principle to knowledge. He dedicated hours every day to reading, knowing that the more he learned, the better his decisions would become. Through patience, discipline, and a relentless pursuit of knowledge, Buffett mastered compounding, and that mastery became his ultimate wealth-building tool. Even with his disciplined approach, Buffett wasn't immune to mistakes. In fact, he openly admits that some of his investment decisions were outright failures. But what set him apart was his ability to view mistakes as learning opportunities. Rather than dwelling on losses, he analyzed them, asking himself what went wrong and how he could improve in future. He famously said, "The most important thing to do if you find yourself in a hole is to stop digging." One of Buffett's early missteps involved investing in businesses outside his circle of competence, industries he didn't fully understand. After suffering losses, he refined his approach, vowing only to invest in companies he could evaluate with confidence. Mistakes, for Buffett, were never the end of the story. Instead, they became stepping stones toward better judgment. He didn't fear failure because he saw it as a natural part of growth. Over time, this mindset shaped his investing philosophy. Avoid unnecessary risks, but don't be paralyzed by the fear of making errors. The key is to learn, adapt, and move forward. Buffett's ability to turn setbacks into lessons played a pivotal role in his journey to wealth. By embracing mistakes, he became not just a better investor, but a wiser individual. One of the most crucial lessons Buffett learned early on was the importance of keeping emotions in check. Investing, he realized, wasn't just about numbers, it was about temperament. Markets are unpredictable, often driven by fear and greed. Most people get swept away by these emotions, buying when prices soar and selling in a panic when they fall. Buffett, however, took a different approach. He stayed calm, disciplined, and rational, even in the face of market chaos. He famously advised, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful." This principle guided him during economic downturns. While others sold in panic, Buffett saw opportunities to buy undervalued assets. Discipline became his superpower. He didn't chase trends or follow the crowd. Instead, he stuck to his principles, trusting in his long-term strategy. Emotional resilience gave him a competitive edge. It allowed him to navigate turbulent markets without losing sight of his goals. For Buffett, wealth wasn't just about finding good opportunities. It was about having the emotional strength to hold on to them, even when the world seemed to be falling apart. For Warren Buffett, success was never a destination. It was a continuous journey fueled by an insatiable hunger for knowledge. He has often emphasized, "The more you learn, the more you earn." This wasn't just a catchy phrase for him. It was a guiding philosophy that shaped his daily habits. Buffett dedicated hours each day to reading newspapers, financial reports, and books. He believed that every piece of information added a layer to his decision-making framework. Unlike many who stop learning after achieving a certain level of success, Buffett understood that staying ahead required constant intellectual growth. Continuous learning gave him an edge in identifying emerging trends and evaluating risks. It wasn't about seeking the hottest investments, but about deepening his understanding of the industries and companies he was involved in. He also surrounded himself with like-minded people who shared his thirst for wisdom. This habit of learning didn't just sharpen his mind, it reinforced his discipline and humility. For Buffett, wealth wasn't just financial, it was intellectual. The compound effect of decades of learning became one of his greatest assets, driving not only his fortune, but also his legacy. Warren Buffett's philosophy on wealth can be summarized in one word: patience. While many investors seek instant gratification, Buffett understood that true wealth is built over decades, not days. He famously said, "Someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago." This mindset of playing the long game allowed him to stay committed to his investments, even when short-term results were discouraging. Patience, however, isn't just about waiting. It's about enduring. Buffett had to endure market crashes, criticism, and periods when his strategies seemed outdated. Yet he remained steadfast, knowing that wealth accumulates slowly but steadily. He also learned that time in the market is more important than timing the market. Instead of reacting to every fluctuation, he stayed focused on the fundamentals, trusting that solid businesses would yield returns over time. This approach required not only patience but also faith in his process, in his principles, and in the power of compounding. Buffett's patience wasn't passive. It was active, strategic, and deliberate, allowing him to weather storms and emerge stronger. Ultimately, Buffett's ability to delay gratification and stay the course became one of his defining traits. He played the long game, and that's how he built lasting wealth. Warren Buffett's journey to wealth wasn't marked by shortcuts or luck. It was built on timeless principles, making thoughtful choices, embracing patience, mastering compounding, and continuously learning. Each of these habits played a crucial role in shaping his extraordinary success. But perhaps the most important lesson he offers is this: wealth isn't just about money, it's about the mindset and discipline you cultivate over a lifetime. Buffett's story shows us that anyone can build wealth if they're willing to think long-term, remain disciplined, and stay committed to constant growth. It's not about making the perfect move every time. It's about making consistent, smart choices that compound over time. As you reflect on his journey, ask yourself, what choices am I making today that will shape my future tomorrow? Remember, the road to wealth starts with a single decision. If you found these lessons valuable, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below.